time. You're wasting mine. I hate to see you leaving. Fate worse than dying. Your city gave me asthma, so that's why I'm fucking leaving. And your water gave me cancer, and the pavement hurt my feelings. Shout at the wall, 'cause the walls don't fucking love you. Shout at the wall, 'cause the walls don't fucking love you. There's a reason London puts barriers on the tube line. There's a reason London puts barriers on the rails. There's a reason London puts barriers on the tube line. There's a reason London puts barriers on the rails. There's a reason London puts barriers on the tube line. There's a reason they fail. Stop, 'cause why'd you have to kill my cat? Why'd I have to take you back? And time I play the empath. I don't know why. Some lights on in an empty pub, a toilet with the seat left up. It's closure like a deer in headlight. One day I know that you will be there. One day I'll focus on the future. Maybe one day, oh baby, isn't life so fucking inconsistent? One day I know that you will be there. One day I'll focus on the future. Maybe one day, oh baby, isn't life so fucking inconsistent? So let's talk about what I want to do, 'cause all I want to do is turn back time at least a couple Tuesdays to before I found one life turned to. I said it last time, but I'm not afraid of empty rooms. I'm not afraid of new perfume, and in fact, my dear, I'm fucking terrified. One day I know that you will be there. One day I'll focus on the future. Maybe one day, oh baby, isn't life so fucking inconsistent? One day I know that you will be there. One day I'll focus on the future. Maybe one day, oh baby, isn't life so fucking inconsistent? Woo! 'cause I know that one day I know that you will be there.
Hey cunts. How we doing? Why would I be scared? Why should I, is that, are you threatening me? Hi Tyrio, congrats on first. You did good. The title? Oh, okay. My bad. It says you're afraid. Oh, I was discussing, like, how to get over that for people who may be afraid, but yeah, I won't be scared, because you told me not to. You got me. How's it going? I am sure here. At some time. I'm here. With this solemn-ass music. Love of my life, hello. Hello, Ollie. How are you doing? Hi. Hi. We're working on my webtoon today, but it is not Soul Reformed. It is the other one that right now has a name, but I might change it, so I'm not gonna drop the name yet because it may change. I'm starting a different process for this webtoon, not only with the art style itself, but also with how I'm doing it. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of sketching right now, and then a lot of, like, lining. I'm not going page by page, I'm kind of going, like, step by step for every single panel. But we sure got that going for us. Let me go ahead and switch to chatting real fast. Oh, you can't see my camera. Where is my webcam? Where did I go? Where'd I go? Okay, I'm here at least. I just don't have my webcam. Hi. I guess you get this. Sorry. Let me fix this. Give me 1 minute. I need to fix it. Give me a second. Give me just 1 simple minute. I'm in a void. Someone get me out. Let me add that. There we go. Put this why am I over there? Don't do that. Be right there. There we go. Hey guys. Ignore the black bar at the bottom. That's not my business. Yeah, I don't have a lot to talk about today, so you guys are gonna be carrying. I was gonna play a video game. Why does my light keep flickering? I was gonna play a video game. Specifically, I was gonna play, like, Stardew or Terraria or something, but then I was like, no. So I'm here. Hopefully you guys wanted a drawing stream. These don't get too many views, but at least I can chill. I'm gonna switch music to something that isn't this, simply because I don't want to fuck up my Spotify Wrapped. So I'm gonna be playing the Deltarune soundtrack. Jesus Christ! I can hear God. It's so loud. Why is it so loud? Deltarune, is this a good audio now? Is it no longer deafening? It's kind of still loud. What is Deltarune doing? Hello? Hello, Xander. Hi, Serena. I miss you. I love you. You're so pretty. I'm in love with you. You guys are out of pocket today. Hey. How you doing? I'm really ill. In most ways. Most ways, really. I had a long talk with the DM of my D&D campaign about my character last night, and I have multiple stories going on that I can talk about in this stream, because this is long length story number 3 that I'm working on currently, if I exclude the stories that I've dropped. Why am I now— can I be straight in the camera? I'm drowning in ads. Gotta resub, bro. Gotta resub. I need to put my new card in. Thanks guys. Appreciate it. I did want a drawing stream. I'm glad. Anyways, as I said, I have a few, like, guys drawn. Like, I have things sketched. But basically the premise of— oh, I need to be on this one. The premise of this first chapter is there's a lot of, like, storybook looking drawings. Like, they're not really in my style, the first, like, 2/3. the chapter. So if you kind of get like what the fuck am I doing? It's because I'm trying to make it look like it's like a storybook, you know? I'm not doing that right now. I'm drawing normally, but yeah. Gotta rip apart chicken for dinner, so let me do that. Are you like just gutting a chicken right now? Because I've done that before. I know how to cut. If you ever need me to teach anybody of you how to cut a chicken up to like cook it, I can get you the wings, I can get you the legs, I can get you the thighs, the breasts, and I can rip the fucking back off. And you guys could have chicken. I've never done it outside of a class setting because I've never had to just gut a chicken before. But I could if I wanted to. Shredding chicken to make a chicken pot pie? Ah, see, that's less fun. You gotta like find the joint of the chicken leg and fucking break it. You would have to dislocate the leg of the chicken before you like it's so bad. I'm like, I feel bad. I feel like I'm hurting it. Anyways, I have the script for episode 1 on my Google Docs, so I need to pull that up. How's everyone doing though? I hate chicken bones. Why do you hate chicken bones? What are they beefing with you? Like, what they do? I mean, most people aren't really supposed to eat those, so if you're eating them, I don't really recommend it. But that's just me. Don't let me ever stop you. Okay. Alright. Luckily, I can actually have chat pulled up on my computer, so I don't have to worry about it being on my phone. I think I'm gonna do another... Actually, no, this is gonna be a fireplace because I added in like a light source. It won't let me upgrade my card. That's kind of weird. Maybe you have to update it on Amazon first for your Prime. Oh, Ollie's got you. Don't even worry about it. Thank you, Ollie, for the gifted sub to Sander, so he doesn't have to deal with any more ads. I would turn them off, but at this, it doesn't seem to matter, because if you turn them off, you still get ads anyways, so... Thank you! Why are you confused? I think my favorite payment I've gotten today... First of all, can I go over what happened this morning? Because this was supposed to be a very... Okay, now the music's too loud. This was supposed to be like a pretty chill day. Birthday boy! Birthday gift! You got a $7 birthday gift. How do you feel? What happened this morning is it was supposed to be a pretty chill day, right? And then I go to check my, like, because I just made a Amazon purchase for some more tattoo needles because those things are expensive and I need to order them. And I was going to see if that went through and how much money I had left. And I was like, why do I have 4 or 3 Amazon purchases that I don't recognize? I looked through my account and I realized one was one of the orders that already processed. But I had 2 orders. So I was like, this ain't me. It was for like Amazon Prime and Amazon Video. And I was like, who's hacked me? Who got me? So I had to like fucking message Amazon representatives and they were like, okay, we refunded it, but like, does anyone have your card info? I was like, I don't really know. I was like texting Xander. I was so stressed. I got it sorted. And then like, later that day, today, Reese messaged me. Reese just added in a new NPC to the campaign. If you guys don't know, I play D&D with the Rizzler, and they just added a new NPC to the campaign, and it's like a 13-year-old like little bard, and they're like, "Can I like commission you to draw him?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't care," and I swear, I was like, "Yeah, I do like $30." I got sent 50. I was like, "All right." Fuck my prices in a good way. So I've had like the highs and the lows for my financial gain today, and I don't know what's going on. How do I draw a fireplace? I don't know where I am. I'm glad you feel amazing, Xander. That's shocking. I feel like you always feel bad. So I'm glad you feel good today. Why do you feel so good today? Is there a reason? I wish I had art. I try and make a lot of art that isn't commissioned for people if I have time, just because I know commissions cost a lot of money that people just simply don't want to spend. Which is why it's so hard to make money with commissions, because a lot of people, unless you have like millions of followers, don't really want commissions that are going to cost an actual good amount of money. that the artist should be getting paid, so it's hard. Hello, Alex. How are you doing, sir? Because I am full of ideas, and despite my horrible exhaustion, I have art in my soul. I'm so glad that you have art in your soul, dog. I get you. Trust me. I get you. I have too much in my soul. I almost feel overwhelmed by how much I have in my soul. I just stated that I had a problem last night trying to fall asleep because my fucking DM told me a bunch of shit about my D&D character. And then I was like, well, fuck me, I guess. I won't be sleeping. That's cool. I didn't actually want to anyways. And so I'm just like so immensely overwhelmed with everything. And it's great. I'm not mad about it. It's just, I'm overwhelmed. Okay. I wasn't gonna have this inset this much, but I accidentally did it and I don't mind the look of it, so I'm just gonna go for it. Oh god, I turned up my own music and I got blasted. Okay, so they're gonna be like a grate right here. This is kind of a very modern fireplace, but I don't really want to draw just like a fucking stone fireplace in the middle of these people's house. They're getting like a somewhat modern looking fireplace. That's okay. What planet is getting railed? I'm so full of inspiration. Are you asking me about astrology? What is the question here? Nobody's fucking Mercury. Like, this isn't... What's going on? That's a lot of X's. Hi, Alex. I'm so overwhelmed. Trust me, babe. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so... D&D mentioned? Yes, I had a D&D session yesterday. And my character is... Not intentionally. I joined late. The child of the main antagonist, and the DM was talking to me. Reese, you guys know Reese, was talking to me about some stuff that's going to be happening that I have to like be aware of so that I know how to react. And they told me so much, and and I have to keep it to myself now, just like the fucking lore. I keep getting things like that I have to just keep in my brain, and it's so infuriating. This is depressing. Also, I can Google. Let me Google what planet is like. I don't know. Like what planet is in retrograde? Okay. What planets are currently in retrograde? Mars. No, that was from a while ago. Wait. I'm trying to find it. I don't know planets. I don't actually know planets. Where is 2023? Okay, we just finished. Actually, no. Xander, you're gonna be really happy to hear this. The day before your birthday, October 10th, is the end of the Pluto retrograde. And then after that is Saturn. Saturn is June 17th to November 4th. So, it's gonna be Saturn. It's technically Saturn also. It's Saturn and also Pluto right now. And it also is Neptune, because they, like, overlap. So it's also... No, wait! Yes, it's also Neptune. And it is also Venus. It's also Mercury. And it's also Uranus. And Jupiter. All of them. They have, like, they overlap. But the Pluto one ends before your birthday. I don't know retrogrades. I'm an astrology bitch for zodiac signs, not for planets. If you could fuck any planet, which would it be? I know this is for chat, but I'm gonna answer the question. My favorite planet is Venus, but I feel like that wouldn't go well because Venus is it's a little warm. Venus is a tad hot. It's the hottest planet in the solar system. So I think I'd go for a nice A nice cool Mars. It seems the safest. And it's not super overwhelming and large, like the gas planets. Retrograde is when they appear and change direction compared to the rest of the night sky. You know what I'm gonna say. I think I know what I was gonna say. I think you're lying to her. I think you know what she's gonna say. Should I do, like, some filigree shit on this, like, banister? I feel like that'd be kind of cool. Because there's a lot of, like, patterns within their designs, and I feel like it'd be kind of cool to have, like some filigree as, like, the metal bars of this fireplace. I feel like that'd be cool. And then I need something here. I think I'll use this one. Kind of loop it up like that. That'll do. That'll do. Okay. I fuck Jupiter. She's dummy thick. Awesome. I thought you were gonna say Uranus or Uranus. That was what I was expecting you to say, but Jupiter's cool too. I hate the feeling of chicken under my fingernails. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. Sorry, I skipped this. I saw it, but I skipped it. This is suppressing, but I've been so full of ideas for so long that I've almost given up on the idea of ever doing anything with them. I'm just sad and stuck. I get it, man. I have so many stories just in my head that I just simply have never done anything with. And it's really disheartening. Even just writing down, like, little, like, snippets of that stuff is really fun. I feel dumb now for not thinking of that. Nah, it's cool, man. That was the ridiculous choice. Yeah, I was. My poor mom was. Hey, why are you playing this? Why you got me on speaker? Why do you got me on? Hello, Teresa. How are you doing? You got me on speakerphone. Okay. Actually, this should be here. So I need to move all of this stuff over because I'm a dum-dum and got my planes mixed up. Okay. She's great. No, wait. So this needs to go more like this. Dinner, how much does your mom like me on a scale of 1 to 10? 7.8. Which planet would she... Do not ask Teresa which planet she would fuck. Don't do this. Okay. Something I've always not liked drawing is fire because I want it to look so cool and I just don't know what I'm doing ever. This needs to have an opening for the smoke to go. I also might add like a cobblestone texture in there, because I don't think they'd have like super smooth grit. I feel like there'd be some like stone texturing in here instead of just like a smooth stone like steel finish. I don't think it'd be like super clean. It looks really messy, but it'll look cleaner when I don't just have like a sketch. Well, that looks indecipherable to everyone else, but I know what's going on. That's all that matters. Okay, let's make this a little smaller. And then I'm gonna level it here. And I'm just gonna have, like, normal, like... I might have, like, a little rug. I feel like they have, like, a rug in front of it that they sit on because that's cute. And then I need to extend the canvas because I have long canvases and they need to be extended. Okay. That will be going to like there, and then that'll stop like there. Okay, cool. I needed to add that pin. I need to add another bubble in. I needed to add this, lower it down a little bit. I'm gonna move this up. And I'm gonna add another word bubble right there. There we go. Okay, now I can go back to this one, have that one there, and then I need to have another panel. I might keep it another horizontal, like all the way across, of sienna. No one knows what I'm talking about because it's an entirely new story, but you got a haircut today? Oh shit. What's the haircut look like? What do we got going on? I love opening Discord to just zoom in on Reese's face. That's awesome. Don't mind me just checking my Discord right now. I'm very professional. Who is shitting right now? Oh, it's Missy. Missy's shitting. At least she's using the litter box for once in her life. I know the story. You know the story a little bit, yeah. I kind of want to draw both of them in the same panel, but I also don't because I want, like, the reveal of them to be together, like, really cute and, I don't know. I'll consider it. You know what I don't like drawing? Children. I hate drawing children. I don't know what I'm doing. I, like, redraw. I drew one panel already to kind of test the style and how much I'm willing to, like, how much detail I'm willing to put in. I hate drawing kids. It's so difficult. Every child from the age of, like, 4 to, like, 12, same, they look the same in my style. And that's just not how that works. Because I just don't know how to stylize little faces. It's very difficult, unfortunately. I had to, like, look at references. And then rounded little shoulders, and then smaller ears, obviously a softer overall jaw shape. And I think a nice detail that I'm going to be doing with Sienna, which is the character I'm drawing right now, she's the main protagonist. She has gauges in her ears, and I'm going to have, like, her ears pierced. Like, she's got, like, little pierced ears. But, like, it kind of shows, like, increments of age. Like, for the first, like, 10 chapters is, like, them getting a little older until current day. And I'm going to, like, just make her ears a little bit bigger, like, every year. Just because that's how actual ear stretching works. Obviously, you don't have to do it over a 10-year period. You can do it over a couple years, but like when she starts stretching her ears, maybe when she's like 16, like they're just gonna get a little bigger each year, which I think is cool. Yeah, well, she's not doing it right now. She is 7 in this drawing, but when she is older, she starts stretching her ears. Okay. Tips for black hairstyles. Don't just make their have a hairline. A lot of them are gonna have edges. Give them their edges. Don't deprive the black girls from their edges. They need those. Why isn't stretching your ears? Get on that. Yeah, come on, fucking get on it, bro. You gotta start early. Some people do stretch, like, their lips or their ears at 7, which, like, go off. I don't think that she would. I think she's a little too small. Okay, I'm gonna make her hair look a little bit bouncier. Next mission, I want you to draw a baby. Anything but this. They're like men with even weirder proportions. See, I used to have a really hard time. I know you're joking, but I used to have a really hard time with drawing men. That was kind of my whole shtick, is Emily only draws women. That's too far out for where that fun would be. It'd be closer to, like, there. It'd be like there. But nowadays I'm fine, for the most part, drawing dudes. I don't draw them or seek out doing them because simply I don't find them as fun. I have a harder time stylizing dudes with outfits and hairstyles, and I have a harder time, like, sounds mean. I have a harder time caring, which, like, that shouldn't be the case, but I don't really like drawing dudes as much as girls just because I have a more fun time doing girls. But I can draw men fine. Like, I've been a lot better at stylizing men. I've been a lot better at doing different proportions and body types for men. I'm still not nearly as good with, stylizing dudes' bodies. I definitely need to be better about my body diversity in general, but especially for dudes. I tend to lean very thin, which not every single dude is thin. But for the most part, I'm getting better at drawing, men. But they are still definitely harder, I will say. I do agree with that. But not everyone's the same way. I knew so many people growing up that was like, oh yeah, I hate drawing women, I can't do it. And I was like, what? I was like baffled, and now I'm like, oh, it makes sense. Like, some people draw men, some people draw women. Some people draw neither, or like you said, effeminate men. See, I actually have a hard time drawing effeminate men, only because I don't know how feminine to go before. I'm like, is this too far? What's the limit here? Usually there's not one, I just am worried. I'm literally not capable of drawing head proportions of the bodies ever. It is definitely difficult. I tend to draw them, too small. The men I draw need slutty waists and wide hips. I feel like that's a common thing for a lot of artists online, is to draw slutty little men. I feel like that's, like, a really common thing. Some of my men have slutty little waists. I don't ever intend to do it, like, I don't, like, seek it out, but I definitely have drawn a couple, I've drawn Cypress a few times, because he's very skinny. I'm like, your waist is kinda skinny. What's going on here, bud? Why do you have such a slutty little waist and a fucking oversized jacket? What am I doing? Yeah, men's hips are definitely weird, because instead of like women's hips, for the most part, being something like this, like that's a woman's hips, you know, or a biological woman's hips. That's not very great, but it works. Men's hips, I learned really distinctly to do this shit with men's hips. That's the penis, and then they have like the hip bones, and then there's like a distinct like gap here where men's hips would sit, just because they have like a socket right there. My hips also are like that. It's not every single girl has wide hips. I have men's hips, the way my hip bones like attach, just because I have really distinct hip dips. But yeah, they attach differently. Men's hips are so much thinner than women's, and it is really weird to draw sometimes. I'm confused. You can't draw the penis? I'm not gonna draw the penis. I'm not just gonna draw like a hyper detailed schlong on stream. I don't think I've ever drawn a penis that wasn't just like a joke. Like I don't plan on it either. I don't plan on it. Do I draw the bobblehead? I've drawn some big-headed guys. I've definitely drawn some drawings where I'm like, God damn, you got a cranium! Like, what's going on here? Something I need to get better at with my profiles is I have a really, really distinct habit when doing profiles to do this, to do like a really sharp eyebrow. But one, that's not how Sienna's face is even when she is an adult. She's got a more rounded forehead that slopes because she's just got that anatomy. But also, this is a child. They're not gonna have distinct brow bones. I'm really bad at that. You'll see me like instinctually draw this shape, and I'm like, fuck, round it out, round it out. I know I draw round, but honestly, I do draw quite angular, and it's a bad thing. And then you don't really have a super prominent chin. You and Juniper both kind of have softer jawlines, but you especially, since you are in fact a baby right now. Juniper is even younger. Juniper is Sienna's sister, who is right here. She's a little baby. She's very young. Sienna is supposed to be like 7-ish, and then Juniper is supposed to be like 4. Remember when we drew a penis in your car and then realized it wasn't your car? I do remember that. Yep. We found a blue car that looked similar to mine, because I have a dark blue car, in a parking lot outside of a bowling alley, and we drew a penis in the dust of the car, and then we made the very quick realization that it was in fact not my vehicle, and we had to make a desperate sprint as people left the fucking building, and we're like, oh no, we've gotta go, and we like started running. I think like I fell or something like it was really stupid. It was very funny. Hopefully they didn't wipe that penis away. I'm telling you, man. Like, I've never drawn a not cartoon penis. I think that face looks okay. Another big thing with kids, no one asked. Another big things with kids is they have just like a lot of forehead. They're very large. Yeah, you added some detail to that penis. No, Xander, no! No! Don't do this! Eyes, when you're sketching them, always inherently look so fucking creepy. When you aren't shading them in. Like, her eye looks fucking terrifying right now because she's just got, like, that, like, blue-eyed stare, but, like, just a little bit of a shadow, and it looks so much better. Like, it's hilarious. I'm like, god damn, your eye looks terrible, and then I'll shade it, and I'm like, okay, it looks fine. Also, your nose bridge would be even softer than this. You've got, like, very little nose bridge. Me and my female leads having, like, no nose bridge, I swear to god. Even though I have so much. And then your little mouth. Your little mouth. I think I do need to make this smaller and more back. Like that. So now you just have to, like, get a look at what you're doing. And I know you're a child, but your eye is a little too big. I'm gonna make all of your facial features just a little bit bigger. Just because I think your face is too small for your head. And then I'll pull this out just a little bit. Yeah, that looks better. I'm gonna soften this up. I'm also gonna make your ear a little smaller. I'm gonna commission you guys, please. It's a life-changing experience drawing a realistic penis for the first time. May I ask why that is? Why was it a life-changing experience? I'm gonna round out your shoulders a little bit. Penis. Okay. My bad for even fucking asking. Oh my god, I've been forgetting Sienna's freckles. I need to draw those in. She's got freckles and I completely forgot. So does Essen, actually. Fuck. I need to make sure to do those. I'm a failure to the people. Actually, does Essen have freckles? Oh, I just closed out of my program. Does she? She does not. Only Sienna does. I always forget which features each character has because I just can't keep track of them, okay? Okay. Cute, okay. I want to make you a little bit smaller in the panel. Just a tad smaller. Yeah, that's cute, okay. We're gonna add a rip over here. Pull my script. My friend is writing Bible study on her. Love the censoring. On her story doc that I have access to, and so I can't go on it because she gets nervous when I see her write Bible studies, so I keep asking if it's still forbidden because I want to go on so badly, and she calls me Chop! God damn! Not jobless, because you just want to read her smut. I mean, It is a little jobless behavior, but in the best way. Ain't nothing derogatory about that statement. Is it still forbidden? Yes. That's so funny, bro. I'm so sorry. Okay. We're gonna put this here. I'm gonna try a different technique with how I do my, comic, like, boxes. Because in Soul Reformed, I usually do, like, just black, like, lines around it. But simply on Procreate, it's really hard to do that. It's easier on Fire Alpaca, because I can actually do, like, a horizontal line tool, so I know that the line is not, like, tilted on the panel. I don't have that option easily available to me on Procreate. There's probably an option for it. I cannot find it. But what they do have is this. So what I can just do is I can just, like, highlight my box, and I can just go around the edges with white and, like, box it in, and also it'll look a little bit softer, and I think it'll look nice. I'm doing the same thing with my word bubbles as well. I'm gonna, do, like, just, like, a very light, color of who's speaking. So, like, Essen would be pink, Juniper would be green, Sienna would be, probably would just do red, or orange. Like, a very, similar to what I do in Soul Reformed, and I would just do, like, just a circle, and then just, like, fill it in. It just makes my life a little easier. I said not being allowed to be on the dock is the most agonizing time of my life, and she said most jobless sentence of 2023. And now it's forbidden again because they're doing even more Bible study. Just let me in. I mean, that is pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Most jobless sentence of 2023 is pretty funny. I feel so upset because I'm drawing, the mother character of the webtoon right now when she's, like, in her, like, late 20s, early 30s, still pretty young. She's so bad, guys. She's so bad. She's so hot. And she's always hot, even when she's older. But god damn. It's agonizing. Youth fleeting, you know what I mean? Ollie probably likes her more with the wrinkles, though. You like your women aged. You're not gonna find her hot until she's at least, like, in her 40s. Emily, you want me to send you a... Sure. Send it to me. Oh god, what did you miss? Did you miss everything? Can you rate it? Yeah, I'll rate it, bud. What are you clipping? Why are we clipping? What's happening? I want to have her leaning forward a little bit, because I feel like she would be, like, kind of, like, leaning forward a little bit to see the girls, like, closer up. What I said, Ollie, is right now I'm drawing Essen, the mom character, and she's, like, in her late 20s, early 30s in this specific, chapter. And while she is always attractive, because age does not make a woman unattractive, she's so bad in this chapter, and it's, like, agonizing, you know, fleeting youth. But I said that you would probably prefer her with wrinkles. You're not going to find her attractive until she's at least, like, in her 40s, because that's just who you are. And I just thought it was funny. I think older people are still attractive. I tend to be drawn to younger figures and younger shapes, but I still think that older people are still attractive. Ain't nothing wrong with aging. Okay, actually no, I didn't have you off the shoulder. I did like here. So it'd be more like this kind of sleeve. And then I have like a draped sleeve here. I think that's kind of how I'm doing your shirt. She's got like a romper on, I think is what I did. Okay. I'm surrounded by creatures that want the chicken I'm shredding. I get you, man. I grew up with dogs. They are sure a delight. I think the funniest thing is usually when I have OCs that are siblings, they look nothing fucking alike because I just don't really care about, like, I don't want to make the same character a second time. But with Juniper and Sienna, I really made it, like, important that they look similar. And Essen also looks identical to them. Specifically, she looks really similar to Sienna. And I just find it hilarious that I'm just drawing the same person just over and over again. Because they all just look the same. Juniper's a little bit more round than the other two. Like Sienna and Juniper, or Sienna and Essen are a little bit harsher in their facial structure. But they're basically the same person. Alright, I got a penis. Oh good, it's in the Sin Squad. Yep, that's a dick. And it's on my screen. Alright. I'm gonna go back to drawing. Okay. Good penis, man. Good penis. Okay, I need to round out your nose. All of them have like kind of shorter faces, so they tend to have shorter features. Yeah, I saw the feedback. I rate the penis a 6 out of 10 for art, a 3.2 out of 10 for the penis. That's a low rating. Good penis, man. Good penis. The baldness is off-putting. Are you shaming the penis right now? What is wrong with the penis? A penis can be hairless. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't body shame. And then put your eyes there. Penis isn't real, by the way, Emily. What? What are you talking about? I don't get it. Okay. I feel I do. I feel shame. Art is a reflection of real life. You've got cornrows, so let me make sure I have the right amount. I think I did 3 on each side. If my penis looked like that, I would be ashamed. Guys, we are really shaming some body parts right now today. Everyone, let's just calm down. And let's embrace all types of peni. Yeah, this is body shaming. I just love a penis, man. Yeah, Xander doesn't care what its penis looks like. Why should you? Okay, let's do edges like this. And then have the hair there. Line here, and then line here, and then I'll do the other braid on the other side. And then the hair would be parted. I love how indecipherable my sketches are sometimes. That works. That gets the point across. I know what I'm looking at, and that's fine. I'm gonna have to head out having dinner with the family. It's for my sister's birthday. No problem, brother. Have a nice time. Holy fucking shit, does she have a man? Not currently. No, she doesn't have a man. She is single for the next 20 years. And then I need to do her... Oh, I don't mean to be forward. No, it's okay. You are, though. You'll have that. And then I need to make you bigger. Put you like that. Okay. That'll work. And then let's have this. And then I'm gonna have like I think a couch in the background. There's a little plant right here. In the background we'll have like a couch. I don't know what this house arrangement is, but I'm just kind of working with it. Oh, I just took her forehead. I can't believe I did that to her. That'll work. Okay. Cool. And then I'm also gonna have the other panel that I drew added in at the end. Okay. So this will be panel here. And I'm gonna need to extend this down. You guys are gonna get a little bit of a sneak peek to a panel that's gonna be here, but I'll put that in later. Cool. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25-ish panel. Probably could have more, but that's fine. I'm gonna start drawing. Like I said, these are some pretty abstract images because they're supposed to look fairy tale booky, so you get the point. I've got to pick out a color for the paper. I'm thinking like a warm tan, like that. I think that'll work. And then I actually need to just start. I'm not doing line work because this is all supposed to be like lineless, so I can just immediately start coloring. Cool. I want to keep with like the off topic, the Thoughts on the New Suit of Armor episode, the one that came out last week. I really liked it. I was having a fantastic time until the end, and now I'm a little worried that things are going to go off the rail in 2 days, but it is the season finale, so I'm not surprised it's going to go off the rail. I don't know. I'm gonna keep like the warm-ish tones while still making it look like a sky. I'm thinking like maybe like a greeny color for the sky. Like a greeny bluey rather than like a pure blue. Because I can't keep it too solid. Oh god, there goes my sketch. Oh, I actually want it to look like it's hand-drawn, so I want to use more like a watercolor texture. So let me find something like that. I mean, this is watercolor. I don't know how it's gonna look. Oh, that actually looks really, really cool. Okay, yeah, cool. Okay, I like that. So let's do like, I want it to look like hand-drawn. I'm imagining that Essen either drew this or purchased it from someone who drew it, so like it's all like hand-painted. Cool. Cool. How Raymond responded. No, you're good. Yeah, I was really happy with how Raymond reacted. I honestly really like Raymond. I think that he's super, like a really cool representation of, like, not every single person in power is always evil. Like, not every single person is corrupt. But unfortunately, I think that's actually going to be his downfall, is trusting Lucia too soon. Not that she has anything that she's doing wrong, but I just think it's going to be downfall for him. I'm trying to make these almost look like flicks of color. Like that. I just realized that I am in fact coloring on my sketch. So I'm gonna do the same thing I just did, but on the right layer. So we got a practice run in. Now we're gonna do it one more time. Luckily that wasn't really much work, so I'm not really that worried about it. But yeah, let's go ahead and I'm gonna put it underneath, actually. That way I can still see everything. So let's grab the brush again. No big deal. Okay. Still want it to look like painted, so let's do dark bottom. I'm kind of just doing like circular motions here. Moving on from penises? Yeah, maybe draw something that's not a penis. You seem like you got a lot of art ideas. What are your art ideas, Xander? Why don't you tell the class? I love older MILFs, but it's about the energy 23-year-old Nora is a smash. That's good. I'm not actually accusing you of not liking younger women, Ollie. It's okay. You don't have to explain yourself. Okay. I might actually erase with the watercolor too, just because I think it's a little bit too far up for what I wanted. Plus I like the texture. Ooh, actually I like that. That actually looks really cool. Okay. Now let's do the fake drips again. So let's make this look like it's a drip here. And then like this could be a drip. I don't like the idea that you use a reference for those. What? Oh, Ollie wants me to draw boobs, so that's next. You can draw boobs. I love boobs. I don't need references for boobs. That's the one thing I got covered. Okay. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but in the other orientation. Or actually, can probably do a direct flip from this to this, I'm gonna do. So we're gonna go from like a pretty dark background, probably, I might actually do like a dark reddy color. No, I'll do like a blue. I'll do like a desaturated blue. But, oh, that's not the color, the brush I wanted. Like something like this, I feel like looks really, really cool. This looks very obviously like a Procreate brush, but I don't really care because I think it looks cool. I just want like a dark background. And then up here is gonna be I'm thinking like a warm olivey color, maybe even leaning this color. Oh, you're not tall enough. You are not tall enough to ride this ride. There we go. I want to make sure that's filled in. There we go. Honestly, this color is a little bit gross. I'm gonna kind of lean more this color. I like that a little bit more. And then I could even take a little bit of like a purpley color as an in-between. I might actually do this. This looks really cool, actually. This is kind of fun, like just scribbling, like making art that looks like art. It's super weird. It's like a weird meta concept, but I think that looks really, really cool. Like, look at that! I actually want to make the background darker. I want to make it even more like papery colored. Like, that looks so fucking fun. This, though, I'm gonna do a actual white, like fancy. I need to get a pure white though. That's a pure white. Okay. For some reason, I have a hard time getting a pure white on, this specific, like, I use the round one and it's hard to get a pure white. Okay. And then I have those colors there, and then I need to actually start doing the colors themselves. So I want a kind of bright, light yellow color for this right here. I'm sure the class can't guess what this is supposed to be. Actually, I'm gonna make it lighter. I think that that's centered. Yeah. I hate seeing her update the doc and not be there. Ollie, you've gotta learn to survive. I'm so sorry. You've gotta toughen up, champ. I'm also gonna add the little splotches down here, actually. You'll see. You'll see whether it's the sun or the moon. Let's go ahead and do the star as well in the same kind of color family. Sorry, this is not very engaging of me. I apologize. I know I titled this stream getting over the fear of starting new projects. And it was honestly mostly for anyone who had trouble with it, because I'm alright with starting new projects, but I know a lot of people get really, really scared of it. So I thought that I'd introduce the topic to see if anyone had, like, any internal struggles with the concept of starting new things and or, like, fearing getting them wrong or being overwhelmed. Because there's a lot of tips that people give, and a lot of them are just like, just do it! Which is true, but it's also, like, not that easy for everybody. We're gonna do copy and place, flip horizontal, or flip vertical, sorry. We're gonna put that right there. Merge those down, and then we're gonna do a big old thing called copy and paste a second time. Because I'm not a robot and I'm not hand drawing a star. It's Christmas time, apparently. Oh god. What happened? Why? Oh, they're not on the same layer. Duh. I'm just a little bit stupid sometimes. What about the fear of finishing a project? Oh, I could talk about that one too. That one's actually, honestly, more personal to me. Simply because I start so many projects and they kind of keep me going. I'm a very, like, task-motivated person, and I don't realize it, but I need to have things going on. Like, if I'm not actively doing something, my brain will implode on itself. Not with, like, with so many, with the fear that I'm not doing anything and I'm not being productive, with how many fucking fake people live in there, they'll start to climb out of me by force if I don't do stuff for them. It's really an abusive relationship that we've got going on. But I feel very accomplished and I like doing things. So when I finally, like, after years of finishing a project and I finally finish it, I almost get a sense of, like, loss. It's really weird. Like, I made a video, or I recorded videos that I was going to make into a TikTok before I was going to do season 2 of the webtoon, of me doing the last panel of season 1 of Silverformed, because I didn't know that was going to be my last panel or not, like, ever drawing it. And it's a real thing. I cried when I finished season 1 of Silverformed. And I cried the other day finishing the first draft of my novel. I was reading the last few paragraphs aloud to myself to make sure they sounded good, and I started crying involuntarily because I love my stories and I love making them. And so when they're over, I don't know what to do. And it's really real, and it's a lot of just, like, being able to, like, know that it's not over for those characters or for that story, and that you can make other things, and it's not going to be the end of the world that it's gone. I will reach out in a second. I'm just really concentrated on this star right now. looks cute. Okay. You haven't helped me with my fear. I'm so fucking scared, Emily. I'm sorry. I'll get on that. I have a fear of putting stuff down because it feels like the final draft immediately. I'll tell myself that I could just edit it later, but there are things I've been editing for 6 months and I still hate. If I had anything to be proud of, then I'd be more sure in my abilities. I understand the fear of it being the final draft. I know I had that a lot with Catch Me in Purgatory, even though it is quite literally my first draft. But I made a promise myself that I wouldn't do that many drafts, just because I don't want to be hung up on this book for too long, and I want to move on to other things, but that also adds that fear of, like, I'm not proud of this yet, though. And so I get that fear of, like, looking back and just keep editing and keep fixing things, and it's still not what you want it to be. I wish I've ever loved a project so much that I cry when it ended, although maybe I should actually finish something for once, and maybe I will. Yeah, I never actually thought that I'd be the person to cry when something's done, because most people are like, well, that's that. But I'm a very sentimental person, and I'm also a person who just reacts very heavily with emotion. Even though it doesn't seem like it. A lot of people think I'm very monotone and don't react. I do. I hyper-react all the fucking time. I'm very hyper-emotional in specific circumstances. I just counter it out by sounding like I don't want to be here most days. It's a balancing act, really. Can't be hyper-emotive all the time. But I get very emotional when things end. I get very emotional when I finally fucking did it, and I'm like, what else do I do? It's not even that I love the project, it's just almost the relief of it being over, and not really knowing where to go next. As I've said before, I have a really hard time experiencing pride. I've definitely felt it, and I know now, like, that I am proud of certain pieces of art, but I have a really hard time feeling pride with my work, specifically because I don't know anything different. All I know is working on things. All I know is drawing. All I know is making things happen. I'm very, very good at getting shit done. So I don't ever have time to sit and be like, man, can't believe I did that. I took 6 months off of Solar Farms and I'm now back doing it again, and it's like it never stopped. I don't really sit and feel like, man, job well done. No, it's job well done, start the new thing. I'm very much so, I don't realize how much I'm getting done and how much I have to be proud of because I'm always fucking doing it. And if you don't want to finish things, just don't start. That's not my tips, okay? That's not what I think. I've never finished anything and I will never finish anything. I know that you're trying to be realistic, but that is so pessimistic. You will finish things. If you just allow yourself constant edits, and if you allow yourself the luxury of letting things be just okay, you will finish things. Not every single piece of art that you do is gonna be perfect. You could go your entire fucking career and never make a perfect piece of writing or a perfect piece of art. And that is fucking-K. But I understand it's not that simple. And I know that me saying, just be positive, is not gonna help you. But genuinely an attitude of, I will never finish anything, is just gonna hold you down, unfortunately, because I have that all the fucking time of, I'll never get out of this rut, because I haven't for the last 3 years. But then I did, when I just stopped fucking caring. I will finish someday. I will finish something. Are you close? Just like my OCs I never finish. Your OCs are so well done, bro. There's no finishing an OC. OCs are just people. You can't finish a person. There's no finalized time where your OC is finally finished. Because people, like characters, are never at their full potential. You don't look at people and be like, are you done being yourself now? Like, have you finally reached, like, your peak? That's not how that works. People don't reach a peak. People don't reach a finishing point unless they're having sex. Like, that's not how that works. Actually, did I have rays? No, I didn't. I had this. I love drawing stars and, like, sun rays. I think it's so fun. not the fucking... I'm not the positive police. I don't really care if people try and be realistic and be like, well, I've never finished anything before, I don't think I ever can. Like, I'm not gonna be like, no, don't have that attitude. I just... It's sad. It saddens me, but it's not really my business. If that's what you fucking believe, dog, that's what you believe. I just don't like people lowering their standards for themselves because they haven't been impressed with any of their work before. If I gave up on webtoons, this webtoon that I'm drawing right now would never exist. Once again, I did this on the wrong layer. I need to stop doing that. Actually, I think I might just prefer to do it like this and to just, like redo this. I don't want this to look like a realistic star. I want it to look like a cool little hand-drawn one. I don't do realism. That ain't me. Once again, I will reach out in a second. I'm just hung up on this star. Okay. There we go. I like that. I think that looks cute. Okay. Now I just have to do this shit. This dude. My guy. I need to ruin my entire nano plant or something. I'm going to maim someone. Please don't maim anybody. Writing literally makes me want to throw up. I feel like I am a piece of mold growing into the wall. Call me Vanna because I just want to be good. Well, my dad was listening to Barbie Girl, and now he's listening to a soundtrack from Rocket Man. I love that. No, Emily, I will never finish. Just like my OCs, it would take a miracle for me to complete something. My standards for myself are in hell, and somehow I keep being surprised. I will not be done until I'm satisfied ever. I wrote one book for 10 years and then quit. I wrote Those That Fear Us for 4 years, and that's not going anywhere. Until it's my standards, I don't care how long it takes to be happy with it. And honestly, that's a great mindset to have. And it's a mindset that I unfortunately don't have. And I should, but I don't. I'm very much so, if it's good enough, I'm done with it. And that's what keeps me working on so many things. A lot of people will have one magnum opus, one fucking Mona Lisa, and that's like their pride and joy, and that's rad. I love people working until they're happy. And I think that's a really, really good skill to have. And I don't do that. If it is good enough, I will move on to the next thing, because my brain does not allow me to sit and dwell. I want to get it shared, I want to get it out there, and I want to move on to the next thing. And that's not a great thing to have in terms of getting quality work. But it's great for getting shit done. I'm very much so quality, or quantity over quality. And everyone's process is different. There's absolutely nothing wrong with taking 10 years on a book. It's just not what I do. Boys commissioned me for a year ago and said, take your time and be happy with it. I tried that commissioning 7 times for the past year. I finally finished it and gave it to her today. A year and 2 months after she won the commission. And I'm happy with it. But that doesn't work in the real world. And it doesn't. And I'm not gonna lie to you. No, it fucking doesn't. Unfortunately for a lot of artists and creatives, you don't have time to make sure it's perfect. You don't have a year and 2 months to make sure that it's flawless. A lot of times, if you're working in an art career, you get 2 weeks. Give me 4 concept drawings. Give me 5 finished backgrounds. And if you don't have those due by then, you're fired. There's a schedule to keep, and a lot of artists that work in industries and work with a schedule, their work suffers because they can't make perfect work. And it sucks. The song is so Juniper. Oh, it just ended. Emily, did you get my joke or not? I got your joke. Yes, I got your joke. What song was Juniper? What was the one that was playing? Okay. Let's go ahead and do this, dude. Let's do this, man. I'm gonna do kind of like a warm greeny color for the... Actually, no, let's do like a straw color for this. I think I'm gonna use... What brush do I want to use for all of the, like, drawing stuff? I think I like Tinderbox. I think looks nice. And then let's make these lighter. Actually, how do I want to do this? Like, it's supposed to look almost like a... like straw, like corn. I kind of want to keep it looking more like a plant. But I don't know how I want to do that. I like the shapes I have, but I feel like they don't translate well. Let's see if that looks any good. I don't know if it will. I might actually look up corn plants real fast and see like how they look. I know like how they, or like, I'm more thinking wheat. Actually, I'm thinking wheat. Is what I'm thinking of with wheat stalks. But I don't really know how they look. No, I am thinking of, what am I thinking of? I think I am thinking of I'm doing like a miscellaneous plant. I don't care. I'll see if I like this, and if I don't, I'll redo it. Yeah, that like good enough mentality that I have is great for getting things done, but it's not good for limiting myself. I limit myself a lot with my good enough attitude. And I don't always have it, but with a lot of like webtoon panels especially, like, I can't just redraw it again because I don't have time, and it sucks. Okay, I actually don't mind that. I think overall, one of the biggest motivators I have for starting new projects and getting things done is just my overwhelming and crippling desire for people to care. Like, that's like genuinely one of my biggest like downsides and positives in my own creative process, is that I hate keeping things to myself. Simply because while I love having my own stories and I don't make them for other people, people caring about my work means so much to me. almost more than me caring about it. Like, I had a conversation, like I said, with my DM yesterday, who literally made my D&D character as an NPC, and now I'm playing them. So they understand my character. They made my character's backstory. And talking to them about my character that I care so much about and getting it reciprocated back with such genuine enthusiasm, it was like, I was on like a high. Like, it was so wild to me. And I know that if people knew more about my characters, I have a really hard time talking about them because I just want people to understand innately. I want people to just, I want to just talk and people to get it. But that's not how that works. So instead, I just create. I create things, I write shit, I draw shit in a desperate attempt to make people care. And that's kind of my driving force, is that one day something's gonna kick off and people will care. And until then, I'm gonna love my stories and I'm going to keep pushing out art because then I have a better chance of people noticing and giving a fuck about my characters that I love so much. Genuinely passion for your medium can be a really, really big motivator depending on like what kind of person you are. Because not every person's like that. Some people love their characters a lot more than me and they aren't great at producing media. They have an okay time just listening and liking their characters in private or just talking about them. And I don't. Because I feel like if I talk about them, I'm shoving it down people's throats. But if I make content that people can enjoy and consume, then it's more like they're just receiving like a book rather than me talking about them. Then it feels more legitimate to my brain. I don't know. I stay motivated in weird ways, basically. I've never drawn this much wheat before and I'm losing my mind. I'm so sick of drawing wheat, bro. I could have just copy and pasted it, but no, I want it to look authentic. Still want to thicken up these bottom ones just so they match the one on the left because the left one's definitely the thickest strands. Yeah, that works. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this and we're just going to move those. I actually might even flip them. Put these there. And I'm gonna grab the stems. Oh fuck. And we're gonna put these right here. And then how the fuck do I simplify my art this much? But once I was there, it was super fun. I guess I don't get to know Xander's art idea. That sucks for me. That's an L for me. You don't know it's a stupid idea no one would care about. Xander! Stop fucking lampshading. You preach so much about not lampshading. And now you're like, no one's gonna like it. They're not gonna care. I shouldn't even talk about it. Stop whining! I love being mean on my streams. I have to with you people. Bunch of fucking pessimists. You're not a lamp. Shut up. You are not a lamp! You are not! You're a liar. And you're a fucking coward. Yeah, replace Xander with a sexy lamp at this fucking point. No. I'm not gonna beat the idea out of your brain, but... You frustrate me, my king. You frustrate me. Okay, let's do that there. And then let's do his hair like a brown reddy color. I also want to keep the colors relatively the same, just for ease of, like, color palette. Make everything a little bit more cohesive. That's another tip I have. Obviously this is a very, like, biased tip. No one has to do this, because color palettes are really individual to the person. But if you struggle with color palettes and you like want tips, my tip, keep it as limited as physically possible. If you got a character and you feel like you don't like their design and you want to revise them, get rid of like 4 of the colors. Reuse colors on places. Oh, you used like an orange here? Add that orange into like their laces or into like a bracelet on their wrist or something like that. Like, reuse colors. Use colors that are all kind of within the same color family. Use, like... Use a limited color palette, and I think it's good. And let's do, like, a... For example, we're gonna reuse the color of the wheat for the color of this man's shirt. Oh god. Why? There he goes. I was like, why is it so large? I love drawing this boxy ass man. Oh, is my music done? Is my music go? Oh, yes, I'm continuing to watch. Please continue my music. Hello, Oblivion. How are you doing, sire? Welcome to new webtoon. I'm drawing a man in like a geometric ass, like storybook style. Me redesign characters, adds in 4 new colors and triples the saturation. Ain't nothing wrong with that, you just scare me. A lot. But ain't nothing wrong with that, inherently. And you can make colorful, like, saturated colors work. It's just, in my experience, harder to make it work. If you're struggling with color palettes, you're like, I feel like there's too much going on, and you personally want to fix it, get rid of some of the colors. If you don't, don't. Dead, but this is pretty cool. I'm glad, man. Yeah, I'm working on the first episode of my new webtoon, which is kind of a storybook-style epilogue, because I always have to have a fucking epilogue in all of my stories, especially webtoons. So I gotta make it interesting, so at least I'm gonna try and spruce up the style a little bit. Ah, fuck, I moved my tablet. But I'm glad that you feel okay other than being a little bit dead. Hope that goes away. The deadness, not the being okay part. Thought I'd specify. I hope you stop feeling okay. I want you to feel worse. Is it the mod team? That is a pretty good guess. No, it's like lore, but not like AU, fanfiction, if you will. Got it. Ad Astra, mayhaps? Something like Ad Astra? And make this man's shirt collar. I love Miscellaneous Farmer #1 fucking making an appearance in the first ever actual panel is Miscellaneous Man. We love to see it. Don't say he kinda. Ollie, have some fucking standards for yourself. This man has no facial features. Orbit in space? See, that's what I'm talking about, bro. This is innovative. I actually am gonna make your hat kind of dark, though. I like him for what's inside. Alright, bud. Whatever you say. I gotta get this man's hat. He needs his cap. His drip, if you will. Oh, I love his stupid little hat. I think I might box it out, though, a little bit. Box that hat right up. Nice. Man's is looking funky and also fresh. Let's give him his hoe. You're not his hoe. You're lying. You are not in the panel. I'm sorry. Let me be the wheat. You're not the guys. You can't fucking face claim this random snippet. I want to be his fucking feet. Screw you people. Okay. Alright. We have a silhouette of a man. We have a husk of a person. Let's go ahead and fill in any gaps. I fucking hate having the themes. I fucking hate having themes in Stardew. I simply cannot keep the names. Name these animals. Yeah, I understand that naming so many fucking pets is, at this point I would just start using randomized names, man. You've done enough. You've done as much as you can. Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and just take like the tinderbox or the HB pencil and kind of do just some detail. So we're gonna do like the line of his shirt. We're even gonna do like some somewhat smooth gradients. Like that, kinda. Just to kinda like smooth my man out. I think that looks cool. It kind of reminds me of Egyptian thingies, like those mural things. Hieroglyphics are the language. They're referring to, like the actual, like, drawings, the illustrations on Egyptian, like, tombs. I mean, that's kind of what I'm going for, more like fairy tale, but that's, like, essentially what I'm kind of going for. Kind of, like, obviously older style illustrations to tell a story. Yeah, the murals. And then we can even do like a little bit of line work to kind of define areas. This is so like outside of my realm of my style that I'm worried people are gonna click onto this webtoon and be like, what the fuck is going on? You gotta read till the end. You've gotta just wait it out. You've gotta hear me out. Okay. Yeah, this webtoon I'm really going more in depth on the like actual stylization and just the art in general. I want to just look better. I could kind of show you guys what I did last night to kind of practice what I was going to do, like what I was willing to do for the story, because there's like only so much detail I can physically put in before I want to kill myself. So I was kind of practicing it, and there's definitely more than I used to, or that I still do in slower form. Slower form's cell shaded, a lot simpler backgrounds, and in this one I'm just gonna go a lot more all out, which is a hindrance, but at least I'll not be ashamed of it, because I am not happy with some panels of slower formed, and I know a lot of people don't get it. Like, nah, it looks good. I disagree. So I don't want to be ashamed of this webtoon. If you guys could could understand that. Every time I hear this, all I can think of is this Stay Determined. Yeah, there's a lot of memed Undertale songs. These little simple hands are really fun. I think they're cute. Just these like little simple ass hands. My little fucking paddles. They're cute. I'm not gonna give them like little defined toes, but I'll put a little bit more definition. I'll do like that. I think that's cute. Like a little toe. And then we'll do hair as well. I probably won't stream for super long today just because I don't think that people want to watch me just do this shit for the next 3 hours. But I just wanted to hop on and do a stream this week because I really haven't because I've been busy. And I'm pretty free this week, but next week I'm really busy, so I'm not sure when the next one I'll be able to stream is, so I just thought I'd get one in now. I think this looks okay. It's not what I was exactly imagining, but I don't mind it. I think if I throw like a color layer over everything, I'll be happy with it. Like just like a red color layer to make it look like it's the same style, I think I'll like a lot more. Let me do a little bit of shading on the hoe. Yeah, and let's just, for like specifically this shit, let's just do like a rectangle. Nope. Let's just do like an airbrush of like a kind of reddy orange color layer. Just so that I can... I basically like doing this because it kind of just like makes the colors look more connected. That or I sometimes will do multiply layers for this as well. Like you see how it just kind of like makes it look more almost worn? I like doing this a lot. I don't know if I prefer color or multiply. I think I might prefer multiply. I also don't want it to darken it too much. I think let me do color. I think I like that. Maybe I'll do a warmer red, because I feel like this is kind of dulling it down. Yeah, I don't mind that. I'm going to get rid of it a little bit up here, though. Okay. I don't mind that. And then I also have to put some stars up here. So let's do that as well. I'm gonna keep them in this kind of like light yellow color. Unfortunately, stars over a white background don't really pop, but it's okay. I might even darken them a little bit. Just so you can fucking see them. Oh fuck. I gotta go my headphones. I gotta go get my headphones so I can keep watching stream. Yeah, no problem. I probably won't be live for much longer, but I can call probably. Oh fuck, bitch. Copy this. Tactfully move it over here and make it a little smaller. I love copying. It's my favorite. I retreated upstairs for a moment. No rush, bro. I don't want to chatter with you. I don't want to chatter. My teeth don't want to chatter. Don't make me chatter. I might even do a spattering of, No, I'm cold! Don't make me eat ice again, guys. Please don't make me. I was gonna ask earlier what I should make for dinner, and then I stopped myself in case I was gonna be made to eat ice again. I don't want to eat more ice cubes, guys. I don't want this. I can't ask what I want anymore because people are gonna make me eat ice. That took me way too long to try and copy and paste that fucking star. Okay. And then we're gonna do this clipping mask. And we're just going to kind of slowly lighten... Oh fuck. The stars as they go down. Actually, would it be better? No, I like the white. Maybe I should do more of like a light yellow. I don't mind that. I cannot be EP at 7 p.m. Yeah, that is pretty cringe, I will say. I'm not gonna lie. Oh god. I actually kind of like the look of the dark stars, actually. That actually looks really pretty, but... Alas, stars usually are not dark. And then a little bit more white. Just like that. That way all the stars can be this like light color and still be visible. And then the ones up there can be the darker color. I like that. Okay. And I wasn't going to, but I think I might do a similar, like, light ray around the sun here. Just to kind of bring it into the rest of the art. Actually, I'm not gonna do it on this layer. I also think I'm gonna add a little bit of like a thing here, kind of going down. I keep at 7-2. I'm Grandpa. Hot take: baby bottle pops are better as 2 bits per second combined. Honestly, I do combine them, but I purposely don't finish off all the powder. I'll eat it until there's like that much powder left, and then I'll just start eating the sucker, and then I'll start eating the powder. It has to be in a really specific order. Okay. I might actually clipping mask darken this sun ray instead and do a hard light this way. Or I could even do an add this way instead. What if I did more of like an orangey color? Or even if I delete this and alpha lock this and kind of fuck with the colors a little bit. I like that. I think that looks cool. I just don't like how the sun looks now because it's so dark compared to everything. Like, I also don't want to lighten it because there's going to be words atop of it. I don't know what I want to do. What if I just do like this? Like that. I think it looks fine. What if I did an eclipse? What if I did the name of the story? And did an eclipse. So right now I'm just experimenting. Because I don't like how this looks. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't like any of this. That's too dark. I've gotta lighten that bitch up. I love my body being like, ah, what a long day of doing absolutely nothing. You're exhausted and deserve a treat. You're so real, though. You deserve a treat. Everyone deserves a treat. You don't need to deserve any treats. Also, when you dip it in the powder, then you make a mess trying to eat it without getting the powder everywhere. There's too much powder. No, there's not enough powder. I love the powder. I fucking love the powder. Do we prefer the Eclipse or no Eclipse? What do you guys think? I think I prefer no Eclipse. Personally. Or I think I prefer the Eclipse personally. I only like it more simply because I feel like the sun gets drowned out by the own, like, rays behind it. Like, I feel like it's too dark. But if I have an actual dark background, it makes sense. I would just want to... I feel like it looks too warm. I feel like I prefer that. And I'd almost want to take this and Gaussian blur it just a smidge. Just because the edges were almost too harsh. But now I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. I think I don't mind this. I think I like this. I was gonna add like a paper texture. Oh, I need to put stars here too. That's why I had a dark background, was because I was gonna put more stars down here. Oopsie daisies. Let me add those in. I was gonna add a big bright one in the middle. I'm drawing so many of these stupid stars this first chapter because there's so many stylized star drawings. Because the story's magic system is based upon stars. I'm putting these little like glitter stars to work. Maybe you can, but I have to bite down and I get too eager. What the fuck? The sucker is not my favorite part of the snack. My favorite part is the powder, so... Honestly, I could just buy Baby Bada Pop with just the powder and I'd be pretty happy. But I like eating them both together because I like the salty sour. Or the sweet sour. I think it's nice. They are my favorite candy, so... You should give me the suck then. I think you prefer the sucker sometimes. What? Oh, I still want my sucker, bro. I still want my sucker. I'm not giving you shit. I still like my sucker. I just prefer the powder. weren't getting anything out of my cold dead hands. Okay. I might actually take this and, oh, they're not on the same level. Push this down. I might take this guy here and make a small one to put up here. 'Cause I want this shit to flow, you know what I mean? Actually, where's the words gonna go? Yeah, over there, that's what I thought. Okay, cool. Okay. And then we're going to go underneath again. And we're gonna grab the watercolor. This watercolor brush is really fun, actually. I might use it outside of this, like, single piece of art. I quite like it. Maybe I can start rendering with it. I get so stuck in my ways. This is, like, a really good, like, way to experiment. Even though it's not an experiment, this is quite literally a final piece, like, of art. This is really nice to just be able to, like, do the other brushes of Procreate, not the same four that I always use. Like, I've never used this brush, and now I really like it. I might even blur some of the stars. That looks cute. I think these are almost too bright though. What fucking layer did I put this on? Oh, there they are. I was like, where are my stars? They're right here. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I think I like that. Emily's set in her ways. I'm very set in my... Lex got me a stick for my birthday. I'm so happy for you, bro. I'm so happy for you. I hope you enjoy it. I really, really do. Then I didn't, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. I did not get you a present, and I feel a little bad about it. But I did not. I have an idea, but I haven't bought it yet. I hope you'll forgive Ollie and I. Okay. my birthday is though that sucks because I mean you literally have a server that's all gonna like instantaneously wish you happy birthday. Like you can't even say that. Like they're gonna make sure it's a big deal. Anyways, I finished a page, so I'm gonna call that a day. Yeah, that emoji does not look very alright to me. I'm not gonna lie. The lights have dimmed and the lighting has gotten significant. I look like I'm ready for Halloween. Yeah, I don't like that little robot. He always feels passive-aggressive. Anyways. I'm gonna call that a day. I've been streaming for about 2 hours. I managed to finish a page, which is nice. So, yeah. Let me send you guys on a raid. I appreciate you guys for being in here. I know this was not very interesting, but I sure put an attempt in. So let me get you guys set up with somebody. I don't know who is live right now. I can have you guys raid Drawfee if you guys want. Do we want to go raid Drawfee? We're gonna go there. We're gonna go there. No rush at all. We're gonna go over there. Thanks for being... They're doing something. I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna stream next, so hope this satiates ya. Check out my VODs channel. I've been posting my VODs. Make sure you guys get in there. Don't embarrass me. They're a big streamer. They're big streamers, plural. So, yeah. Bye.